What's up, everybody? This is Rob Barrington here, and we are here for another Challenge Olympics event. We played yesterday, February 14th. We played a 4-board robot challenge, imps with best hand parameters. Today, we're playing match points under those same parameters, best hand, and then we're going to play 2 more events. We're going to play a non-best hand imps and a non-best hand match points, and that's 4 events. So if we're tied, I was going to do a tiebreaker, but I think we'll play a just declare tournament if we tie the robot after 4. So only in the event of a tie will we play that, but we're up 1-0. We had a 4-0 win in imps. We are now playing match points, and we see on board 1 it's past us, and we just have this unbalanced 15 count. This would, in fact, be illegal to open no trump with in a general sense. So in this case, we open a diamond. It goes a heart on our left, pass back to us. This is a perfect opportunity to discuss an important bidding situation. This specifically. You open a suit, they overcall a suit to your left, and it goes pass back to you. What do you do, especially if you're planning on bidding? Now, the normal bid here, for those of you looking at it just on a surface level, is going to be 2 clubs. It's what you would do if partner responded 1 heart, right? You would make your 2 club rebid. You would show the shape of your hand correctly, 5 diamonds and 4 clubs. However, there's a really important thing going on here that you're not considering when you just bid 2 clubs, and that is, what happens for those very rare occurrences where partner just has a whole bunch of hearts and a good defensive hand and wants to defend the bid that they made for penalty? How do we get that done? Well, in these situations when we have shortness in their suit, we're the opening bidder and it went suit to suit, pass back to us. If we're going to make a call, that call should almost always be double. This will allow a partner to convert it to a penalty double if it's right. Now, I'm telling you, this is almost never going to happen. They're almost never going to convert it to a penalty double, but we can find our way to a normal contract from this as well, because we have places to play in our hand. So here we're going to double, and we're going to open up all of our options, and now we see it goes 2 diamonds, and here we go. Very nice. We get partner to kind of contribute to this auction now. Now that we've shown our hand, we've shown the ability to probably play in a few places, but more importantly, we've opened up the opportunity for them to play for penalty if they want to. This 2 diamond bid is interesting. I guess that's natural. Okay, we'll take it. Partners bidding 3 clubs. Super happy about that. If they want to double for penalty, we'll let them, but interesting. Now they're bidding 3 hearts. I kind of want to double for penalty now, but it sounds like left-hand opponent just has some sort of wacky shape, like a lot of hearts and a lot of diamonds, maybe something like 6-4. And they've doubled this for takeout apparently. I mean, I almost want to bid 4 clubs. It sounds like we're roughing diamonds and dummy, and we're roughing hearts in our hand. I'm in there. I mean, I can't expect we're beating hearts that much to make it worth our while. And surprising that partner actually has 2 diamonds. It looks like depending on how many clubs we're taking in hearts, it looks like we were beating 3 hearts, but I don't know if we're beating it more than 1. So we're going to win this ace of hearts. I'm going to draw trump. I'm going to pitch a diamond. Actually, I'm going to rough a heart first. Let's not get crazy here. And right-hand opponent chose hearts, which is a good sign. So we can rough one of those. Looks like we're not going to be able to do everything we want to do. I'd love to kind of pitch a diamond on a spade, rough 2 hearts in my hand. I just don't think I'm going to have the time to do all of that. I definitely am going to have the time to rough 1 more heart, though. So I'm going to play a club to the king. I'm going to rough a heart. I'm going to draw a 2nd round of trump. And now I see I'm going to lose a trump trick. So now it's time to just play some spades. And here, did lefty have a stiff? No, they had a doubleton. All right. So they were 1-2. So they had 10 cards in the red suits. They were either 5-5 or 6-4. And here, we're just going to lose 2 diamonds in a club now in some way or the other. I would guess lefty has ace-king, blah, blah of diamonds. There, we'll rough that. And we could claim, or we can do this. Excuse me. All right. 1 more club to lose here. There it is. We'll take that. I mean, going plus in these situations is usually pretty good. Let's just jump over to the results stream and see how we would have maybe scored against hearts. My goodness, we get 5-4-3-1. They had 3 spades, not 2. We might get a lot of tricks here. Depends. They can rough well, they can rough a diamond in dummy or a couple diamonds in dummy because they have this interesting position where the ace and then it's 8-4-3. So the 9 and 7 become, pretty roughable cards. They do have to lose a club. They have to lose 3 spades. And honestly, it might go spade, spade, spade. Partner pitches a diamond. And now if we get a diamond play on the table, yeah, we might be able to wreck 3 hearts. I mean, doubling probably was better for us at that level. But the big concept at play here, folks, and the one I'm very happy to have seen is this one, right? Opening bid of 1 of a suit, right? Or whatever, diamond, 1 heart or 1 of a suit or 2 of a suit even preemptively on your left. Pass back to you. When you are short in their suit, you almost always are going to reopen the auction with double if you plan to bid. The times where you would not do this are exceptionally rare, and they include situations that should be obvious to you when you're severely shapely yourself. Let's say you're 6'5", right? You're not going to necessarily want to be doubling them for penalty when you have that sort of an offensive hand, right? But in general, when you're short in the suit that they've overcalled, give partner a chance to, what we say, take a piece out of that, right? They can convert your obvious takeout double to a penalty double. This is a hand I would frequently pass at the club, but I don't like to pass. And we're playing a best hand tournament. So here, diamond, a heart. I'm going to bid a no trump, right? I'm going to do this because this is what I'm going to try to do with all of my balanced hands that contain 4 spades in this situation. And now when partner bids new minor forcing, I can show my 4-card spade suit here. And now they bid 2 no trump, which is invitational. I feel like I'm already too high. Luckily, partner has their maximum, which is 11. Knowing it's a best hand tournament, I know partner can't have more than this. So I seriously do not want to see us in 2 no trump. But I guess we'll take what we got here. This is pretty bad. This isn't too bad. We have 2 club winners. We have a heart winner for 3. We have 2 spade winners for 5. Well, 2 spade winners for 5. Man, we need 3 more tricks. Where are they going to come from? Well, hearts is a possibility. Diamonds looks like it could be a possibility. What really looks like the biggest possibility, folks, is us going down on this end. And it's really poor for us to go down. Luckily, it's match points. It's a loss if we go down, because if they passed our hand, it was probably going to get passed out entirely. So here, let's see how we do. Club, I mean, I don't expect the queen or the jack to be to my left. I'm hoping that the 9 is to my left somehow, but I doubt that's there as well. I'm just going to play low and hope they just do something weird here. I'm actually going to duck this trick. I want them to switch. There we go. I'll take that. Boom. And now I'm going to lead a heart. I feel like this is my best chance at extra tricks. And I'm going to slowly build this heart trick up. I'm going to duck a spade here. All right, here I'm just kind of playing coy with them throughout. I'm trying to disrupt their communication so they can't hurt me in spades, because I know I kind of have to lose another heart in this situation to be good. And I'm going to do that right here. All right, that's not the best thing to see, but I'm just hoping for a 3-3 break at this point. If I don't get that, we're in a lot of trouble anyway. We didn't, but maybe we got a 4-2 break with the heart being in the hand that doesn't have long spades. No dice. That's funny. And now, unfortunately, folks, I have to go ahead and pitch away the trick I've spent so long trying to develop, and I'm still in an end play situation. So here I'm going to hop up with the king of clubs and lead a low diamond to the king. I need this to be right, or I needed to play the jack of diamonds if that 10 was singleton. It wasn't. My goodness. Luckily, it's match points. You can only get a 0 once. So this is sick. If we just pass this thing, I don't think our partner will open in 4th chair. I think we just lost this board, no question. Even with 3-3 hearts, I still... What am I getting? I'm getting 3, 5, 7. So I can scrape together 8 if I still kind of grab a diamond trick at some point. But the Robots did a good job of making me do a bunch of stuff. And the one thing I was hoping they did try to switch to, which was obviously hearts or diamonds, they chose neither of those, which obviously those would be bad choices. So here we go. The good thing is like in an imp format, especially in this 4-board format, this would be an awful score, right? This might blow the whole event. In match points, it's just a 0, right? Or we expect it to be. If it's not, it's a win for us. Here, much better hand, 17. solid points, 2 clubs. We have 4 hearts. So here, this is just always a simple question, folks. Are you at the high end or the low end of the range that you've opened with? You are at the absolute high end, folks, 17. And this is a case, I was just going to say, the robot plays minor suit stuff. They play wrong minor suit stuff. You should be playing some sort of minor suit transfers using at least 2 spades as a bid, but most common duplicate players are playing 2 spades as a transfer to clubs and 2 no trump as a diamond transfer. And then there are expert level things that you can play here as well. The big thing is Stayman can be used to get to an invitational bid. Notice the North player does not have 4 cards in a major. And basic rules say you have to have 4 in at least one of the major suits to bid Stayman. Here, because they play 2 no trump as something else, they need some way to invite. The expert standard methods bring this back to having Stayman always be a 4-card major, and that is probably the best way to play. We use 2 spades as either clubs or invitational, and that gives us Stayman back as a, hey, I would always expect partner to have 4 of a major when they bid Stayman. All right, so after that sidebar here, let's look at what we have. This is a sexier count of winners right away. Notice this club suit. We have now 2 winners, but it's likely going to be 3, but 2 off the bat. We have 4 diamonds. We have a spade. All right, where are our extra tricks going to come from? Well, we definitely see some clubs here, but also that heart suit's going to be pretty good as well, and we're going to use that also. Here, I'm going to win the queen just to kind of keep them guessing, right? I maybe want West to think this player has the 10 and maybe the king or something, and they need them to lead it. So here, I'm just playing that to keep them a little bit on an unknown slope here. And now I'm going to play this Jack of Hearts. Boom, boom. We like seeing that. All right, this is a fun one. We can maybe finesse back, but I'm just going to play the 9 here. I'm hoping for a reasonable break. Here, 8 of spades. That is their best suit to get to for sure. Hang on a second, because here we want to see kind of what the benefits would be of maybe ducking sometimes. Sometimes you want to give them a trick. And in these situations, when we're considering what to do, we want to count our best case scenarios. So here I have 3 diamond winners for sure. I have 1 club winner, and best case scenario in hearts, I have 2 of those and 1 spade, right? So that is 5, 6, 7, and I already have 3. That's 10 tricks, right? And I have lost 1 trick. Interesting. I also have this situation where I don't know what's going on in clubs, right? So here, I'm actually going to give them a trick and maybe get to find more information after we play some more tricks on this hand. So let's play a heart first. Let's see what's going on in that situation. Perfect. We know that's breaking 3-3 now. Okay, now we just need to figure out what's going on in clubs or spades. And here, I'm actually going to play this way. I know this isn't high card short side, but I know I'm coming back to my hand with a club, folks. So I'm just playing this diamond just to garner a little more information. It looks like the club is to my left. I am not going to risk taking less tricks in a match point situation by taking a finesse. And here, with the opening lead and the fact they didn't come up with the king initially at trick 1, it usually suggests that the robots don't have that card, right? And notice they would frequently duck hang on. They're frequently going to duck their king in a normal situation when the jack is over there, but the robot honestly is more prone to do that. So when you don't see that at trick 1, it's so much more likely to be here. Okay, they did a very nice job of getting to the spade switch, right? Once they get in with the heart, right, which was worth our while, right? We're gaining heart tricks. Now they switch to a spade. If they switch back to a club, partner's original suit, we're just going to create another club trick and laugh our way to 11 tricks. All right, last chance to excel in this set, folks. Oh, we have a good one. Partner opens a heart, and we have a very nice 6-card spade suit and a game-forcing hand. We start with 1 spade. Partner bids 2 hearts. Here's this kind of weird new minor forcing-ish type thing. We can do this if we wanted to maybe still pursue a fit in spades. However, we have a heart fit now. right? Partner rebid hearts. This should be a 6-card suit. Yes. And we have a really nice hand for hearts. I don't expect us to play slam in these spots, and I don't expect to have a really great auction with the robot if I intended to. So I'm just going to bid 4 hearts and keep the opponents kind of at bay here. And it looks like we did okay. All right, we're gonna interesting. We have chances to take extra tricks, but it looks like we're destined to lose a diamond and a club on this end. We can really try to set up spades, right? The problem is, if we set up spades, how do we get to the south end to take our spades? The only way there is the king of clubs, and guess what, folks? They've already let a diamond, right? So if we get like amazingly lucky and get to set up spades and then lead towards the king of clubs and they let us get to dummy and take our spades, then yeah, we're gonna do great. But here, when they get off to a diamond lead, we don't love our chances. In fact, we really don't like them at all. So this one is just about, and notice we can't rough out spades and then draw trump because we have to draw at least 3 rounds of trump, folks. There's 8 hearts between us, so trump's 3-2 would be about the best. And here, to be honest, I'm not sure why I'm doing this. I should have roughed a diamond first. This was really poor play on my part, because we're going to lose an extra trick now unless I do this first. And now the real problem is I'm going to have to guess clubs myself, right? This is poor choices by me, and this is just me kind of not paying attention as I talk. So here, I'll come back to the results stream of this to show you kind of where I went wrong. But let's talk about this situation. I've made a mistake now. I want to have as best a chance as possible of securing extra tricks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rough a spade. And I'm just doing this in the hopes that if I rough a spade and lead a diamond, they will break clubs for me, right? Because if they break clubs for me, I'm going to have a much better job of a much better chance of developing our tricks without having to guess like this. Here, I've successfully finessed for the jack, thank goodness, and I've gotten the trick I've punted away earlier for this. So let's see if that made a difference for us. I know 2 is probably going to just be a 0. All right, we chopped it. Nice. Okay, so here's how the way we'll do it. 1 point is for a victory, half a point for a tie, and we did in fact tie the robots. And it looks like it's because we were a little bit more timid on board 1. We didn't pass out board 2, but then the other 2 results were flat. And here, number 4, I almost lost it on number 4. No, luckily I guessed clubs correctly at the end. But let's take a look at the other tables on this one. All right, so board 1, we had this auction. We reopened with double, partner bid 3 clubs, and we successfully competed to the 4 level. And on this hand, the big one, folks, we reopen double when we're short in their suit as often as we possibly can. The only time we would not do that is when we're ridiculously shaped, which is almost never going to happen. The bailing at 4 was good for us. At the other table, they reopened double. Good job, robot. But then when it went 3 clubs, they, for some reason, bid 3 hearts, which is what? All right, they were just trying to show a good raise of clubs or a good hand with clubs. No, 3 spades by the West, which is a takeout bid. I guess that makes sense. Pass 4 hearts by East, 5 clubs. Okay, well, the robot had a fun time. You can be confident, folks, if you open an 11-point hand like this in the South player's hand, that the robot's just not going to open that hand. And the way you determine this, and I called this out as soon as we were playing it, they're going to be passing this out. So any minus score, whether it was this minus 300 disaster or minus 50, is terrible, right? Because they're going to be minus 0. So here we get 0% because the robot passed it out and did not have a plus or minus score. They were right at 0 there, so that's good for them. The other 2 boards, totally normal stuff, right? In fact, the robot did exactly the same sorts of things that we did. However, I would bet the robot played it better than I did. There's the diamond. What I'm supposed to do here, folks, maybe the robot played it the same way I did. Am I on my table? No, I'm at the robot's table. Interesting. I don't know. My line here should have been to just lead a diamond right away, right? So here, the big thing we have here is shortness in a side suit and a relatively short trump suit, right? So here we know if we draw all the trump, we're going to be out. So after trick 1, I mean, I think probably the best line is to just lead another diamond and hope I can trump a diamond low. And then, folks, on the ace and king of spades, I can pitch a club. And now I don't have to guess the spade suit, right? Now I only have one club loser no matter where the jack of clubs is. Luckily, we were able to guess and finesse for the jack of clubs here to get back to an even score. But it looks like the robot had this same line that we took. They did the exact same thing. There's their trump draw. Did they try to get their opponents to help them? A little bit. They did. Oh, no, there's their finesse right there. They took a slightly different finesse that worked just as well for them. But again, trumping in the shorthand might have been better. All right, so we are 1 win, 1 tie against the robot. So we're at 1.5 points. We will try to continue our at least non-losing streak against the robots tomorrow, and we'll play a 4-board non-best hand imp game. We'll see what happens with that one. We'd be passing and defending the whole time, and that could be fun. But it's only 4 boards, and we're at least have a cushion at this point. We can't be losing after tomorrow's event. So we'll see you for that one, folks. Take care.